something happened with my connection here. I'm not sure what, but if you want to jump on, I'll wait for everybody. I apologize in advance for whatever snafu that was on my end. Again, we're talking about a timeline for for planning the perfect Disney World vacation. I've talked about, planning which resort you want to be in, for booking your trip, getting your My Disney experience all set up. Again, I'm sorry, I'm going to wait for a couple of people who were on the last one to jump onto this one, and I'm sorry about that inconvenience with my internet said trying to connect a bunch of times. So I am now up to, I said you have to look up your park hours for your vacation, decide what parks you want to visit each day, just in case you have a hard ticket event going on during your stay. You want to make sure that you're not going to be kicked out of Magic Kingdom if you're planning on going from rope drop to fireworks. So knowing the park hours for each day is essential for planning out the rest of your trip. So once you have that done, it brings us to number 5, which is researching restaurants and coming up with a list of your desired reservations. So if you are planning on doing any table service reservations, you're going to need to make what they call ADRs, or advanced dining reservations. You're going to be able to 180 days out. So what you want to do is you want to look up the different restaurant options that Disney has to offer. You want to think about, what type of food does my family like? What time of day do we want to eat? Being flexible will give you a lot more options, but have a list going. And when you do book, you need to keep in mind that even infants do need to be taken into account when it comes to the reservation total. So even my 7-month-old, they need to be in the reservation amount, even if you don't think they're eating. They still need to be included. They take up space. And so have that list going, and knowing the park hours and where you're going to be each day will help you determine where you might want to eat. That brings us to number 6, which I realize now is 6, there you go, is 180 days out from check-in. At 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can get into your My Disney Experience account and you can make your dining reservations. It does require a credit card on file to secure that reservation. So when you do set up your My Disney Experience account, go ahead and put that credit card in there at that point so you don't have to take time that morning. But you do want to make sure that you try and get your hard-to-get reservations first, and go from there. So if you want Chef Mickey for breakfast one morning, you're going to want to try and get that first, or Cinderella's Royal Table. Also, things like Pirate Makeover or Bibbidi Boppidi Boutique, those are made 180 days out as well and are super desirable by a lot of people, so you want to make sure you get them early. Okay, that brings me to number 7, which is we're now 90 days out, approximately 3 months. I say if you haven't already, secure your Magical Express reservation. So for your transport from the airport to your resort, it is complimentary. If you're staying on Disney property, you can do it at check-in if you know your flight information already, but if not, I say do it at least 3 months out so you don't forget. They will send you luggage tags because they bring your check bags directly to your resort for you, and it's better just to do it far out so that you don't forget. A lot of things go by the wayside, so you just don't want to forget. The next thing I say to do around this 3-month out time period is to customize those magic bands if you haven't done so already. You don't have to customize them, but it makes it fun. I don't want to wear a gray one. I want to have a cool red one with my name on the back. So make sure that you get on there and you customize your magic bands. Also now for a discounted rate, you can buy specialty magic bands. They do go quickly, so if you want them, jump on there. The next thing too, if you didn't do it at the time of booking, I would suggest getting your memory maker. So memory maker has such great value. If you have any plan of purchasing any of the photographs that are taken in front of the castle or Spaceship Earth or any of the icons, Tree of Life, just get Memory Maker up front. It's cheaper if you buy it before you get to the parks, substantially cheaper. They take great photographs. Your whole party can be in it. You can get it with the characters. You get your rides, and it all just goes onto your My Disney experience. So go ahead and get your Memory Maker then, okay? So you can get all those PhotoPass photos right into your My Disney experience. All right, now we're at number 10. And this is, I say, is about 70 days from check-in. We're gearing up to start planning our fast passes. So just like you did with your dining, you want to research your fast pass reservation options. So this again, you need to know where you're going to be each day. You should know where you're eating each day, so that'll contribute to the timing that you want. And then also each park has a different tiering system. So you need to look into what the tiering system is for each park, because that'll determine what rides you can pick. Keep in mind that not everybody in your party has to have the same fast passes, but everyone does get 3 fast passes per day for one park. for the times that you're going to be in the park. Once you use all three, you can add on. There's lots of different fast pass strategies. We've done lives on them before, so I suggest you go check them out, or you check out a blog that we have on them, because there's lots of different ways that you can do it. Yes, Peyton, I totally agree. Memory Maker is totally worth the money. We get it every single time we go. It's fantastic. All right, then 60 days out, we are up to number 11. You're going to book your Fast Pass Plus reservations at 60 days prior to check-in at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, through the My Disney Experience app or your My Disney Experience account, you're going to jump on there and you can start booking your Fast Passes at 6 a.m. on that day if you're in the Eastern Time Zone. I would have a list of more than 3 rides, just in case you can't get what you want. And again, if you are more open to different times, I would, write those down, write down the different rides, because what if you can't get one? So it's always good just to have extra options just in case. And again, remember that you don't all have to be riding the same rides. All right, now we are at 30 days before check-in, and that brings me to number 12. By 30 days to check-in, you have to have your balance paid in full on your package. So if you only paid that $200 at the time of booking, make sure that if you hadn't been making payments, periodically leading up to it, that you get that entire package paid for by 30 days, or your reservation goes bye-bye, see you later, and you don't want that. Also, at 30 days out, you can do online check-in through My Disney Experience. My Disney Experience is huge in this timeline, so make sure you get that done early. And then 2 weeks to check in. I have number 14. I talked about this actually in the last live I hosted, is to screenshot your plans from to a different album on like your phone or something. The reason why I say that, so here's my phone. Hi. Here are my photos. And then I actually have, I don't think you can see it, but it says Disney 2019. I have an album on there, and it just has screenshots of my actual My Disney Experience with our dining for my upcoming trip in November. I just put them in there because it's easily accessible in case My Disney Experience goes down. Also, I say at 2 weeks out, start making sure that any last minute purchases you need, whether it be ponchos or cell phone chargers or anything like that, are purchased in advance. You don't want to be running out to Target the night before a trip or Walmart trying to get those last minute items. You will forget things, and then you'll have to buy them when you're there, and then you'll be oh so sad. So do it a couple weeks out, okay? And then the last one I have is the best one. It's your date of travel, number 16. It's your date of travel and your arrival at Walt Disney World. It is going to be the best trip ever, okay? So make sure that you follow this timeline, all right? I know it seems like it can be overwhelming. We at Walt Express, we know that a lot goes into planning the perfect Disney trip. And we want to help you. So whether you work with one of our excellent planners, we'll jump on there at 6 a.m., make those reservations for you, help guide you through the initial booking process with you every step of the way, or you want to just check out one of our blog articles that gives so much information. It is the best resource. I highly suggest you go check it out, whether you work with a travel planner or not. We are here to help you in that process. And again, remember I said if you like a copy of this timeline, go ahead and give my page a like on Facebook at Walt Express Travel by Jackie, and follow me on Instagram at jackie.waltexpress. I'll be happy to send you one. And thank you so much for being with me, and I hope you'll continue to make us a part of your weekly routine. Tune in next week with Walt Express as one of our team members takes you through more Disney fun. Same channel, same time, Monday, 6 p.m. Central Time. In the meantime, check us out at waltexpress.com and at Walt_Express on Instagram. You can find me again on Facebook at Walt Express Travel by Jackie, and on Instagram at Jackie.WaltExpress and at Jackie_Murph. Sorry again about that little snafu with the internet, but thanks for being here with me tonight, and thanks again, and I will see you guys real soon.